鼠年到啦，祝各位新年快樂，萬事勝意，大吉大利，一帆風順，恭喜發財 ，Happy New Year!
This year, Friday, February 12th, marks the first day of the Lunar New Year. Many countries such as North and South Korea, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Vietnam, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Philippines, and China celebrate this holiday. There are about 8 billion people in this world, and about 2 billion celebrate in some way. The new year also marks the beginning of spring activities such as preparing soil and sowing seeds. The earth begins to awaken from winter's slumbers, and life's blessings begin again. Many homes pay respect to ancestors and the harvest gods by offering food, money, and prayers. The 15-day celebration begins on Lunar New Year Eve with a new moon and ends with a full moon and lantern festival. Many families travel far distances and gather for family reunions. Decorations that symbolize happiness, health, wealth, and prosperity adorn homes, streets, and shops. Last year, right before the start of COVID-19 restrictions, Kalish traveled to Reno, Nevada to visit her cousin and ate a home-cooked Chinese dinner together. There are many symbols and activities connected with the Spring Festival and New Year holiday. Foods such as dumplings and fish symbolize wealth and abundance. Tangerines and oranges are auspicious symbols for a better year ahead and are widely displayed and gifted. There are many different dishes depending on the different regions you are from. The Chinese culture is a big believer in astrology, horoscopes, and predictions. Sequentially, one of the 12 Chinese zodiac animals represent each year. Horoscopes and predictions are based on the current year. This year is the ox. If you were born this year, you're likely to be persistent, hardworking, determined, stubborn, dutiful, reliable, and responsible. Vibrant colors such as red and gold symbolize happiness, luck, good fortune, and prosperity. Loud firecrackers, cymbals, and drums scare away evil spirits. Fantastical creatures like horned lions and long-bodied dragons help ward off evil spirits and help welcome in power, wisdom, and good fortune. Audiences at lion dances offer lettuce and money in red envelopes. Lettuce in Chinese sounds similar to the word wealth. The lion will eat the lettuce and then spit it back out into the audience to give them prosperity. Older people will give lucky money in red envelopes to children and unmarried young adults. Households will spring clean before New Year's Day to sweep out bad luck and misfortunes from the year and prepare for good incoming luck. People will not wash or cut their hair on New Year's for fear of washing away and cutting off the good luck. Let's watch and listen to some traditional lion and dragon dances Kalish saw last year. 恭喜发财, 恭喜发财. They mean the same thing, but sound different because of the different dialects spoken in China. This greeting means, wishing you great happiness and prosperity. Happy New Year! We're making 2 types of dumplings today. Materials are a felt circle, thread, needle, and scissors. Thread the needle. Tie a knot at the long end of the thread. A double knot will help the thread from pulling through the fabric. Start a running stitch by pulling the needle through the fabric up and down. This is called a running stitch. Once your running stitch has gone to the other end of the circle, put the filling inside the middle and pull the thread to gather the pleats. Sew across to another pleat to secure the gathers and then tie a double knot. Once secured, you can trim off the excess thread. The red thread is used so you can see where we've sewn. This is the first type of round dumpling. For the second dumpling, again, tie a knot at the long end of the thread. Fold the circle in half. Start to sew a running stitch on one end of the half circle. When you get about halfway, stop and fill the dumpling with stuffing. Then continue stitching to the end of the half circle. Use a hard surface to push the needle through if you need help getting it through the 2 layers. Once you get to the end, pull the thread to tighten and gather the pleats. Then you can secure with a double knot. Trim off the excess thread on each end, and you can decorate your dumpling with wiggly eyes or with a marker. You can flatten out the dumpling so that it stands upright. Next, we'll draw a cabbage leaf. This is optional. Make it frilly on one end and round on the bottom end. Then cut out your leaf. It could be any shape. After this, we will make an optional steam bamboo box. To do this, you have a template, a stapler, a marker, and scissors. Put the template over the square. Using the marker, trace the corners. Once you trace all 4 corners, then you can use scissors to cut them out. When tracing, press lightly. And after you cut all 4 corners out, you're going to gather the 2 ends of the flaps together and staple them along the seam. So you gather together corner to corner. This will make the edges of the box. Make sure you press the stapler all the way down so that it can go through 2 layers of felt. Once all 4 corners are done, place the cabbage leaf and your dumpling inside. And there you go. Happy New Year!